You can create some of the most epic artistic sunset shots you've ever seen. All you need is a puddle. I'm going to take you outside, I'm going to show you some examples, and then we're going to look at some of the photography in Lightroom and show you how to fine tune them. Ready? Let's go do this thing. There's some really cool ways to take advantage of the reflection of puddles, even tiny little ones. And I did some really cool shots over the last couple of days, so I want to show you just where those puddles are, what I saw, and what I did. And some of them are like, they're really famous. Like when the puddle forms, all the photographers come out and get this puddle shot because it's a classic shot for this area. You get some beautiful reflections and just some stunning stuff. Okay, so this is one of them right here. And obviously really busy right now with cars and people, but I've done this one early sunrise. And the trick is to just get as low as possible. Get the camera like right down at water level when there's color in the sky, and it'll reflect that color in the palm trees, and it just looks like an infinity pool. It's just really, really beautiful. We just get this and just go low. And this is another. Just walking by, and it's just a little puddle of water. But when you frame it up right, look what it does. I might have to take that again. It looks really cool. Different lighting than last time I got it. I know, I get really excited about stuff like that, about puddles and it's nothing new, obviously. But when you're out walking and you see a little puddle in the street or on the sidewalk, um, who knows what's going to be there? You know, the world is reflected in those tiny little places that you just don't expect. So get down there, get low, put the camera down there, start with your phone, put your phone down and see what kind of look you get. You might be surprised because sometimes it's like really, like I keep using the word infinity pool, but that's what it's like. And the entire world is just sitting in that tiny little puddle that you might just otherwise walk by. Okay, we're going to go through some of the photos in Lightroom, but before I do that, I just want to say that you are welcome to leave your input on what you think this channel should look like. Because I put together the photo walk footage, and now I'm going to do the photo edit and the processing and how those photos look in Lightroom. If you would rather those be two separate videos, do let me know because I know sometimes it gets, they can get 10, 15 minutes and maybe you want shorter. And so if you want to see just how the photos were taken in one video and how they were processed in another, let me know that. And we can make adjustments and make sure that this channel is going to fit your needs as well as mine. We're in this together and we're having fun. So let me know what you think. I'm open to your thoughts on that. Also, this is raw. This photography that I'm sharing is not always my very best work, but I also want to show the process and how it works for me because I know that you will likely relate to that. Not 100% of the photos any of us take are museum quality, and that's certainly the case. Tonight, I wanted to show those reflections and how they were achieved. And the photo from tonight is not one that I would promote. It's not one that I would post. It's not one I would put on a website. But I am going to show you some others that I got in the same locations that do fit that criteria for me. But I don't think I'm going to go through the full processing of the one that I'm not a big fan of, but I am going to show you these. So with that stuff out of the way, let's get to Lightroom. Okay, this first image that you're looking at is one that I'm super proud of. This was early, early in the morning. I got here after it rained the day before and then got to this point before sunrise, just hoping that the sky would light up. No guarantees, of course. But by the time I got there, started to get some color. I was like, okay, this might do something. And then it just blew up with color. And I was so pleased. So I got that camera as low as I could possibly go without getting it wet and was able to snap off a couple of pictures. And this was one of them that I was super proud of. This next one here, also super proud of this one. This was up on the pier deck on that bridge, and this is a puddle. It's not all that big, but again, I got as low as possible and was able to get that reflection. I do wish that those people weren't there, but what are you going to do? I tried to remove them, but it just didn't look right. So I just decided to leave them in there. Ideally, I would have waited until they're just out of frame, but it was busy. There were people coming and going constantly. And this is a busy place at sunset. So that's the best I did. I wish they weren't there, but what are you going to do? Okay, this image is the raw, straight out of the camera image, but it was so bright. I should have waited until it was more sunset, some more sunset colors, but the sunset ended up not being great tonight, so I didn't go back to the spot to get a sunset version of this because the clouds cleared up and the sunset just wasn't great for a shot like this. But I did some quick processing on it and wound up here. It's okay. It's okay. This isn't one that I'm super, super proud of, but it does get the point across of what you can do when you get low on a puddle. Because wherever you are, if you have a reflection of buildings or pine trees or bushes or even people can be super cool. Just getting low and just getting that reflection of whatever your subject is, it'll really make a difference. This was here, I'm going to show a little bonus. I liked this picture. Actually, that's not the one because I went in and did some more changes to it. This is the one right here. Really proud of this one. This was when I was just walking by. This was lots of traffic coming and going. There was a moment where there was no traffic, so I got in the middle of the road, snapped off a couple of pictures, and was able to process this one. And I love it. So there's a super bonus. Just on a photo walk, when you go out for one reason, you might come back with a photo you really love that had nothing to do with your original intent of going out. So let me know what you think. Let me know if you want these to be separate videos where we go through Lightroom in one, and then in another one where we go through the process of actually taking the photos and what we're looking for outside. Do leave a comment. If you have not subscribed, I'd be honored if you would. And join me on this adventure because again, we have a ton of fun together and I would love to have you be a part of that.